Babe Ruth, one of the world's greatest baseball players. Marilyn Monroe, one of the most famous movie stars. Nelson Mandela, Nobel Peace Prize winner. Andrew Jackson, 7th President of the United States of America. Johann Sebastian Bach, one of the world's greatest composers. Most of you guys have heard these names before. Did you know that they were all orphans? But somebody in their life had to be compelled by love to take them in, to care for them, to love them, and to speak their destiny into their lives. James 1:27 says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is to look after the orphans and the widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world." The last part of that says, to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. That's exactly what's happening nowadays. We're sitting in our lazy boys, watching our flat screen TVs, playing with our iPhones, and the thought of the 143 million orphans in the world never crosses our mind. What about the 627,000 people sleeping on the streets every night in America alone? Or maybe the 925 million people starving in this world. The plight of the orphans isn't getting any better. In fact, it's actually getting worse. Listen to what World Vision has to say about it. 400,000 children die every year from malnutrition. 60 million orphans go to sleep hungry each night. 60 million orphans cry themselves to sleep because they're hungry. Every 90 seconds, an orphan dies from malnutrition. Every 2 seconds, another child becomes orphaned. By the time I'm done speaking, approximately 150 new orphans will be in this world. Are you going to be compelled by love? I mean, you've heard me speak, but James 1:22 says to be a doer of the word, not merely just a hearer. My parents have decided to be doers of the word. I'm one of 7 biological children, and this year they're opening up their homes and their hearts and accepting a little girl into our family. Are you going to make a difference? For Babe Ruth, it was Brother Matthias at a Catholic orphanage who taught him how to read, write, and introduced him to the game of baseball. For Nelson Mandela, it was a regent at a Methodist mission in South Africa who had an impact on his life and spoke his destiny into his life. How are we going to make a difference? One by one. One by one. Deuteronomy says, he's a father to the fatherless. Psalm says, he puts the lonely in families. Are you going to be compelled by love to make a difference in just one of the 143 million orphans in this world?